Hello guys, good evening and welcome back once again to another SJ Traders Family Crypto Live session. Today is the 30th of August. Yes, so it's the third day of the trading week, and before I start, just a short disclaimer. Past performance does not guarantee future result. Whatever buying, selling recommendation for tonight, please do your due diligence before investing into any kind of asset. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so what you can see right now for this week crypto market outlook, right? And of course, yesterday there is a bullish news coming in from Grayscale versus SEC. So Grayscale have finally won the lawsuit against the SEC, and right now they can able to proceed with the exchange of the ETF. Okay, so there could be a ETF that could be coming along the way. Okay, so this could be another bullish news coming in from the crypto market, and so right now SEC have another loss in the lawsuit in the SEC filing. So they not only lost to Grayscale, but of course the previous lawsuit also was with Ripple. Okay, that trying to make Ripple as a security. But what happened is that the judge overturned it, and Ripple is not a security. So that case also they lost, but they are continue to appeal against Ripple. So if you look into this article here, you can see Grayscale wins the court battle. So what does that mean for the crypto market and of course the first spot ETF for the US? Right? Is there any chance will we get a spot ETF by this year itself, or most likely by next year? So there are a few criteria here we need to take note here. So a federal judge has overturned the US Security Commission decision to deny an exchange traded fund ETF offering from Grayscale Investment through its Bitcoin Trust. Okay, but many experts have pointed to the court ruling will not automatically lead to the first spot Bitcoin ETF in the country. Okay, so that could be the decision here. So this one was yesterday, the decision by the US Court of Appeals of the District of Columbia Circuit Judge Naomi Rao. Okay, so right now the judge is supporting this movement from Grayscale. Okay, that the position that is proposed Bitcoin ETF was materially similar to Bitcoin futures exchange traded products. Okay, so it's a futures ETF for BTC. Right, what is happening right now that they are actually promoting the Bitcoin futures ETF at the moment. So yeah, which is already approved long time ago by the SEC. Okay, so the court largely ruled that the SEC justification of denying Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF on the ground, it was not designed to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts, and practice was insufficient, and the matter will return to the commission for review. Okay, so yeah, what you can see right now, overall the situation between SEC and Grayscale. So you can see Grayscale have finally won. So yesterday you see the crypto market, okay, especially BTC, have pumped about 5%. Okay, 5%. Okay, and of course other altcoins also continue to rise. So let's see how is the market is going to close by tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the last day of the month. Okay, and of course last day of the month very, very important for the candle closing, especially for BTC or Bitcoin. Okay, so right now the SEC, okay, their decision right now is to prolong the first spot ETF to be approved by this year itself. So what happened is that they announced next year they will approve by early 2024. Okay, so currently right now they denied all spot crypto ETF. Okay, though many applications are currently being reviewed. So as you know that a lot of hedge funds, okay, especially BlackRock, ARK Invest, Fidelity, okay, are all in line to actually apply for the Bitcoin spot ETF. So right now, ARK Invest is a leading indicator right now for the spot ETF. Okay, so the last deadline will be on the 10th of January for ARK Invest. So do or die, the SEC have to approve whether they like it or not. Because right now they can use all the options right now, which is you can able to delay the spot ETF to about 3 times. So 3 times you can able to delay or make amendments. So the last one, they have no choice but to approve. So right now, SEC is using whatever option that they have to delay. Okay, so right now you can see, okay, pushing the final deadline for approval on the majority of the aforementioned application until March 2024. So March 2024 is the last. Okay, and then April comes April, okay, will be the Bitcoin halving. Okay, so you can see the timeline here that is happening. Okay, it is according to plan what the SEC wants. Okay, because I believe the Wall Street guys are actually accumulating more. Even BlackRock also is accumulating. That's why you can see the price of Bitcoin also is surpassing towards the downside. so that they can be able to buy lower and cheaper at the same time. Okay, so this is their main tactic here, right? To delay and to continue to, to buy more during this time. Okay, so this is the first article here. So yesterday was a good news between Grayscale versus the SEC. So bullish news for the crypto market. And then another one here you can see. So what's happening next for the crypto market, especially the chances of Bitcoin spot ETF to be approved. So this by Bloomberg Intelligence. Okay, I believe that there will be a spot Bitcoin ETF to launch this week in the US. So we don't know how true can this be. Sometimes it is too good to be true to actually believe this news. So whenever there is a news that is too bullish, that's where you want to take precaution and to take a step back. Should I believe in this news? Because the SEC have already announced that they will be most likely to approve by early 2024. Okay, so maybe you might want to look, right, and see how is the crypto market is going to take on this news, because most likely there could be a buy the news, sell the rumor. Okay, most likely there could be a pump and dump situation. Okay, so you see here the SEC will supposedly decide on Bitwise application on 1st September. Okay, and then while BlackRock, Invesco, WisdomTree, and VanEck will wait on September 2nd. So how is the SEC is going to play right now for these two giants here? Because BlackRock has a 95% of approval rate in whatever filing that they do. Okay, during the past ETF filings, okay, they have a high success rate of approval. So yeah, I think most likely the SEC will use whatever option that they have again, okay, which is the 3-strike rule. Okay, they can delay up to 3 times, and then most likely by next year again they will continue to approve. Okay, so according to Bloomberg Intelligence, the highly anticipated launch of a Bitcoin spot ETF, okay, could occur by Labor Day, which is 4th of September. So we have another like 5 more days, which is next Monday. So next Monday only we will most likely will receive some either a good news or bad news or surprise news from the SEC. Okay, so yeah, overall you can see here why BlackRock's application could be successful. Okay, so BlackRock is one of the biggest hedge funds in the US. They have a AUM, asset under management, of $9 trillion. Okay, so they are one of the biggest, largest corporation, even bigger than the US Federal Reserve, US government, and any kind of politician. So here, there are many other reasons why the filing of BlackRock to receive the SEC's nod, okay, a green light here, right? The popular X Twitter user going by the name Seth posted some essential points that could play a role here. So here, first, they remind that the US government and the Federal Reserve place high trust in BlackRock. I believe most of the funds, especially from pension funds, they're actually putting more fund, they are heavily relying on BlackRock to deliver. Okay, especially your pension funds. Okay, right, asking the asset manager to draw a rescue plan during the financial crisis in 2008 itself. Okay, and then here you can see the CEO of BlackRock, right, also known as Larry Fink, who called Bitcoin an index money laundering in 2017. Now has finally come into support for Bitcoin spot ETF. So you can see the huge narrative here. Right now, the CEO of BlackRock now is supporting this movement for the crypto industry. But again, let me tell you this, that these people are not for you. They are not your friends. BlackRock have another agenda, which is only for them. Okay, all right. So we are here to ride on the big boys, is to go with the flow, is to go where the money is. So that's the reason why this year is very important to accumulate. Right, this is a year where you want to start, right, looking for these undervalued altcoins so that next year you can be able to harvest. So right now, once the ETF were to approve, right, by let's say early next year, which is 2024, then yeah, that's where you're going to see life-changing gains, or that's where you're going to see a huge movement coming from the crypto, especially BTC. Right, there's a high chance where BTC spot ETF might get approved by next year itself, and that will push the price for BTC to about 150,000 to 180,000. That is the expectation there. Okay, so this is the article. All right, a very, very bullish article that is coming in, right, from Bloomberg itself. But again, not to be too bullish, too overly confident on this. I will take a step back and to see how the market will play out for this coming week as well. Now, next one you can see here, right? So the next event for crypto will be next week. So next Wednesday in Copenhagen, in Denmark. So Nordic Blockchain Conference focusing on Web 3.0. Okay, so if you are serious in building your career in crypto, so this is a time where you want to look into all these events to participate, okay, and to network with all those developers, okay, token creators. So that's where you can able to gain your knowledge from here. So these are the blockchain conference, okay, right? Unites the largest Web3 network in the Nordics with a global community, okay. So yeah, so there are a lot of industry experts, thought leaders, educators, okay. So they are usually giving speech or program, okay, and what is really happening with the crypto market outlook. So they will give talk as usual, 2 days event here. Okay, so if you are serious into this, you can able to join these events. But of course, every week there are a lot of crypto events, so you can able to participate. Okay, so this is the event here. Now going on next, if you look at the on-chain analysis coming in from Twitter itself, okay, especially from crypto Twitter, you can see this is a Wyckoff pattern. Okay, so this is a time where you want to start looking into altcoins. So this one is focusing on the altcoin accumulation. So it looks like we are in the final phase of accumulation. Okay, we could be the final phase already, because I believe September could be the last month of a pullback of a discount before we see the market starts to rally again. So there you go. So you might want to look into consideration on the altcoin accumulation. Okay, because I believe some of you are still sitting on the sideline. Okay, some are waiting, right, for the price of Bitcoin to go to 10,000, some 12,000. Okay, so yeah, according to my experience, this is a time when you want to start looking into it and to buy altcoins that are actually undervalued, which are still down to about 90 to 95%. So here, the altcoin market cap is forming Wyckoff's accumulation pattern. Right, the pattern suggests that smart money or informed investors are gradually accumulating. Okay, so you can see here, phase A, okay, where the price, you can see the bear market, right, starts to capitulate all the traders. Right, phase B, you go into consolidation, including phase C. Okay, so phase C could be the last already. That's what he's mentioning, this guy. Okay, so once phase C is over, we are moving to phase D, where you can see some of the altcoins have starting to break off from the accumulation pattern. Right, so the longer the sideway, the bigger the break. Okay, so altcoins like Injective, Torchain have already broken out of their accumulation zone. So you see some of the altcoins are starting to rally, have already broke out from the sideway movement. So you have to be hurry enough to actually start to look into all these altcoin gem. Okay, because I believe most likely they are running out of time to accumulate. Okay, so by this coming September, I will be loading all my accumulation, my USDT into altcoins and then prepare for the halving. So that's the main plan here. Okay, so this is the final, it could be the final phase of accumulation, okay, before we see another leg again towards the upside. All right, so this is the first one. And then second one, you can see the Bitcoin chart price indicator, very, very important also. So you can go to the Bitcoin rainbow chart indicator. Okay, and then you can see right now, the Bitcoin price is hovering around at the blue line, already at the bottom, which means it's a fire sale. This means a fire sale where you can able to have a chance to actually start to buy and to accumulate. Okay, so you can see here the price of BTC has only left the rainbow chart once during the FTX crash. Okay, so FTX crash was when last year itself went all the way down bottom. Okay, now we are back here again at this last line here. I think this will be the blue line here. Okay, so currently it's at the bottom, okay, of the blue area, which means it's a fire sale, right? So it's a signal to buy. Okay, of course, this is not financial advice, so you have to do your own due diligence. Okay, and then you can see Bitcoin was only this low since when? 2011, 2020, and then COVID crash, right? It is 2020 COVID crash, and then right now, which is 2023. So about 3 years, we went all the way here, and the light blue line here. Okay, so yeah. So anyone who thinks we'll go lower is betting on another black swan. So what other black swan that you can expect? Most likely the stock market to crash, NASDAQ, S&P 500 to go down, then most likely BTC to also go down together. Okay, so the likelihood, the chances of it to go down, most likely there might be a little bit, a very slim chances for BTC to do that, right? Unless the whole economy collapse. Okay, so we have the Bitcoin spot ETF is on the line, right? It's just a matter of time for the ETF to get approved. And then most likely you might see this level to break towards the upside again. Okay, and then the next one, okay, you can see altcoins, right? Especially your favorite altcoins, those who have those altcoins, they are active with developers who are actually working hard on the project. Okay, so many altcoins are breaking out with some of their network's largest whale transaction of the year. Okay, breaking out of where? Breaking out of the accumulation zone. Some are already down about 90 to 95%. So I believe most likely some of the coins are already at the bottom, and it's time for these altcoins to actually rally again. So you can see this sentiment, okay, is an analysis company. They highlight a few like RV, Compound, CRV, IMX. Okay, so these are mostly DeFi companies. Okay, DeFi, right? During the last DeFi summer, you can see most of the coins start to rally a lot. Okay, so RV is actually a lending and borrowing protocol where you can able to lend and borrow by using collateral. Okay, so this is the function, okay, of a DeFi. So many other DeFi companies serve a different purpose for their own ecosystem. Okay, so you can see right now, most of the tokens right now are beginning to wake up. It's like a sleeping beast, sleeping giant now. It's about to wake up. Okay, I believe the altcoin for DeFi, right? Most likely we're going to have another DeFi summer again, a DeFi rally, right? Especially coming in from these companies, right? So RV, Compound, CRV is also our altcoin accumulation list. Okay, so I also have included this into our list as well to buy and hold for next year, right? Till next year. Okay, so yeah, you can see already some of the ecosystem are beginning to wake up. Okay, so these are the active protocols that we are looking at. Now, next one you can see here, total crypto market outlook. Currently, we are hovering around 1.09 trillion. Okay, so Bitcoin is currently up about 5.28% in the last 1 week. Okay, so hovering around 27.3. Ethereum is about 1.7, so up about 4.3%. So any gainers for today? Yeah, Blockstacks also under DeFi, 16.44% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin Cash 11.8. Right, you have Toncoin 11.28. Okay, so any losers for today? A-Star, right, under the Polkadot network, 2% down in the last 24 hours. Right, Casper, 1.47. Monero, okay, Privacy Coin, 1.3. DYDX also is our accumulation list as well, down about 1.22. Okay, so yeah, all in all, you can see the coins now, right, is starting to recover, okay, from yesterday's news. So let's look on into this as well. You can see, right, the crypto market RSI scanner. So since yesterday's news, you can see the market have already went all the way to overbought situation. Okay, already had the price is already at the overbought. So you might want to take into consideration to actually buy. Okay, so most of the coins now are already leaving at the weak spot here. Okay, so later on we will look into the technical side, right? So you have any altcoin that you want me to look at, feel free to put in the chat box as well. So I will look into it. Okay, so yeah, so this is the situation here. So later we will look into it. Now moving on next to the technical side. So technical side, what you can see here currently, the technical. Okay, so for the dominance right now, the price on Monday is looking towards the upside. So far overall, the trend is uptrend. Okay, overall the trend is uptrend. So there could be a pullback here, maybe to retest on the re-entry buy here at the 47.96. Right, the 47.96 could retest back here. Okay, and then if you look onto the weekly time frame, so the weekly time frame you can see also is that the setup on the weekly time frame, right? There is a candlestick change of direction. So the price closed below the middle band, so it's a downtrend actually. So right now, most likely to retest back on this level here at the sell zone. So this sell zone will give you most likely around the 50.25%. Then maybe you might see another drop back down again. So you can see lower high compared to the previous high on the weekly time frame. Then on the daily, so far on the daily here, okay, you can see candlestick close above the middle band. Okay, close above the middle band. So that means the price is uptrend, right, from sell to buy. So now there could be another pullback again, which will retest on the 49.25%. Okay, so there you go. The decision here for the dominance is bullish. Okay, this will support at least for BTC to range higher. That means the altcoins maybe they will take a breather here. Okay, and if you look on into Ethereum against Bitcoin, so Ethereum against Bitcoin, what is happening now on the money time frame? So the money now you can see is downtrend, is below the middle band here. Okay, so your next support could be the lower BB here at 0.05681. Okay, so you can see this is a descending channel here. Okay, a flag pattern like this. So there could be a chance where the price might also have a break towards the upside. There could be a high chance here on the money time frame. So you look onto the weekly time frame. you can see here is descending towards the downside. So when you see this flag pattern like this, there could be a chance to break. Okay, so right now the weekly time frame, okay, is consolidating sideways, but it's still downtrend below the middle band. So as long can maintain at least above this lower BB, will be good for the price to maintain and then to break up. Okay, so weekly there is sideways. Now daily also similar sideways movement. So looks like it's very, very solid for altcoins to maintain around this area. Okay, and then on H4, 4 hourly, you can see the trend is downtrend. You can see momentum sell, go back for the re-entry sell. So it's a sell setup going on the 4 hourly time frame. Okay, 4 hourly time frame, but daily now is just hovering above the lower BB here. So it needs to gain back above the middle band, okay, to change direction from sell to buy at 0.06325. Okay, so that's my take here for Ethereum against BTC. Now, BTC chart, what's happening? Okay, so BTC, you can see the time frame on the monthly time frame. Overall, the chart is still uptrend. Candlestick change of direction, close above the middle band. Okay, so now it's having a pullback here to test at the buy zone here. Okay, so right now it's retesting at the re-entry buy, so which is a good chance where the market can at least maintain here as support, and then maybe we can able to look forward to another new high or to break above this level here. Okay, at the 30.5K at least for the monthly time frame to continue higher. Okay, so on weekly time frame you can see, so the weekly time frame on the weekly time frame you can see the chart is actually downtrend, so it breaks below the middle band. Okay, so yesterday's news we have the Grayscale victory over SEC. So it pumped to about 5%. Okay, pumped to about 5%, but the thing that right now is still below the middle band on the weekly time frame. So it needs to quickly break above so that can able to test back on this re-entry sell here. Okay, at the 28.9K. All right, 28.9K. Okay, and then on the daily here, you can see. So the daily here, the chart on daily candlestick change of direction from sell to buy. Okay, so there's a change of direction already from sell to buy. So which means it's a good bullish news for BTC on the daily time frame. So it might have another pullback again where you might test back on this lows here, right, on the 26.1. Might come back here to retest again. So you have to be very careful there. Okay, for the daily time frame, then 4 hourly, you can see the setup on 4 hour. Okay, the price is doing a momentum buy, pull back for the re-entry buy. So this is the buy zone here on H4. So H4 at the buy, most likely, if the price can maintain above this level, will be a good chance for BTC to continue to rally again. So we have a non-farm payroll, which is happening on Friday, which is Friday, every first Friday will be a big event for US, where they will declare how much of unemployment rate or how much of people being unemployed, how much of job being lost. So they will analyze all these data and they will release it by tomorrow, by Friday night, around 8:30 or 9 p.m. our time. So there could be a volatility coming in for the whole market. Okay, so right now, okay, so you have any altcoin that you want me to look at, or you have any question, Q&A, feel free to put in the chat box so that I can be able to answer also. Okay. So if not, then I will be looking into other altcoin as well. So for own study purpose. Okay, so no question, then I will look into the altcoins. Okay, so you can see here. So example, this coin here is already at overbought, like STX. So you can see STX here. Okay, so STX went, okay, it's down about 100%, 3.38 to about 84% now. Up to now, it's about 84%. So the lows was where here, about 94%. Okay, so December itself already bottomed to about 20 cents, now about 52 cents. So you're up about 100% plus. Okay, from here, this to about 154. Okay, so block stack right now, you can see the monthly is at the buy zone. Okay, price is below the middle band. Okay, okay, so weekly. So the weekly chart you can see here, right? The setup on weekly, the price is still downtrend, as you know, it's still below the middle band. Okay, still below the middle band, so it needs to break above the 61 cent to continue back again. Okay, then on daily, you can see time frame is uptrend, change of direction from sell to buy. So like I said, it will be another pullback again, which most likely to retest back at 46 cent. 46 cent might come back to retest. And then on H4 itself, there's an extreme sell here. So yeah, there could be a short-term pullback. So it will retest back at 51 cent or 52 cent here, right? Around this level. So let's say if you're planning to long back on STX, so you can able to do the Fibonacci retracement. So this retracement will give me around the golden ratio here at the 51, 51 cent, 0.1516. Okay, 0.5 will be around 50 cent. Then this level will be around 48 cent. Okay, so there's block stacks for you. Okay, so let's see what's next. Okay, so see here. Okay, we can look at RB also, the ABE. So RB is back down again. Okay, so overall the trend is downtrend. All-time high 668. Okay, 668, and then right now we are down about 91%. Okay, 91% drawdown. So your bottom was when here? So December bottom was about $51. So we are somewhere again back at the same level again as of December. Okay, we are back down again around this level here at 52, now at 57. So consider you're still early. Okay, still early to accumulate. You're looking onto the weekly time frame. Okay, so the weekly time frame, you can see the setup here is still, still at the accumulation zone. Now it's still retesting at this critical support zone. So whether or not can break towards the downside is another question here. So yeah, price is still sideways. Then your middle band is here at $65. Daily. Okay. So the daily right now, what you can see here, yesterday was bullish. It went all the way up, but rejected below the middle band. So it rejected below the middle band here. So it is still downtrend. Okay, so you could have another pullback. Okay, we should give you another level here at 56.69. Okay, so you could also retest back there. And then also coming down to this level here at 55. H4, 4-hourly also downtrend. Okay, extreme sell here. Break towards the downside at below the middle band. Okay, so right now the altcoins for this is breaking towards the downside. So yeah, be very careful there. So the next level maybe it could also dip back at this lows at $56. So the $56 could be next for RB. Okay, at the re-entry buy for DD. So let's look at another one. Okay, let's look at Injective. So Injective protocol. For Injective protocol, you can see here. Okay, so currently right now, Injective is still maintaining very well above the middle band. Okay, so all-time high is at $25. Now it's at 7. So it bottomed to about 1.3. 1.3 was the bottom. Okay. Okay, compared to other altcoins, okay, Injective is quite steady in terms of their ecosystem and development. It's quite strong. Okay, so looking onto the weekly time frame, you can see the setup on Injective. Double top, M pattern is formed, closing inside the Bollinger Band with a mini squeeze. So monthly, if you look, is a sell to buy situation. So there could be a high chance where Injective might come back down at around $6 here to retest. Okay, and on weekly itself, so you see it's below the middle band. So it's below the middle band, which means you know that the trend is downtrend. So they might come back to retest back also at this lows here at 5.7. So the $6 at 5.7 would be a high chance where the market might come back down again to retest. So that's where maybe I will start to accumulate back again around this zone. Okay. So daily time frame, also you can see the trend is also downtrend. Okay, right? Yesterday's break up all the way to 7.69, but then close below the middle band. So it is still downtrend. Okay, it's still downtrend. So most likely for next month itself, there could be one more last drop. So one more last drop, most likely you might see a very good chance for the month where we can able to start buying and start to accumulate for one last round. Okay, So objective, like I said, most likely I will accumulate back on at least on the weekly buy zone here. So your 5.7 to $6 will be a good area to rebuy back, because I can see it's already bearish here. Maybe it could be one more last pullback, then it will be another take off again. So for those of you who don't know how to, or OP of USD, okay, so optimism. So optimism also is another good layer 2 for Ethereum. So let's see. So optimism, right? All-time high is at 3.29. So currently it's at 1.49. So your drawdown about 55%. Okay, 55%. So how are we going to play this chart for optimism here? So looking onto the weekly time frame, weekly is still below the middle band, which means it's still downtrend. So there could be a high chance where market also might come back down also to test back at this support zone at the 1.08. Okay, could come back down to retest at this support zone. So for now, it needs to break above the middle band. That's the first task for optimism to be bullish again at 1.55. You can able to break past this level, the previous resistance here, the current resistance now at 1.7 will be a very bullish sentiment for optimism to continue to rally again. Now on daily time frame, you can see the setup, right? Still trying to break past the middle band on 1 hour time frame. Okay, so now it is still below. So we have to wait. Okay, so this will be the area to watch the levels here or support. So in case if it breaks towards the downside, then the 1.08 will be next for optimism. Okay, so optimism here, you can see the setup, the price trying to break past the top B, but close below the top B. So there could be a pullback, right? You can see there are a lot of reversal retest candle here. There are a lot of shadows here, you can see. So that means the market is weak to push towards the upside. So you might see a pullback here for optimism on 4-hour time frame, probably on the middle band here. That will give you around the 1.45. So 1.45 on this current or this next support here will be around the 1.4 zone. Okay, 1.4 to 1.45. Okay, so that's optimism. So for those of you who do not know how to buy and hold or do not know what coins, this is where we will come in to actually help you guys, right? To like a fund manager, where we will buy and hold the 20 coins under the spot trading account. So that will be under your name, okay, under your control. So by April itself, once the halving is before the halving, right, we were able to help you to cash out your capital first. And of course, your profit is most important as well. So that's where we will split the profit sharing of 80-20. So the 80% goes to the investor, and then 20% we will take it as a service, right? So I mentioned each and every of my webinar, okay, because this is a time where you want to accumulate. This is a time where you want to take advantage of the undervalued altcoins to prepare for next year bull run. Okay, because many do not know, or many know, but they do not want to take action. Many knows that there is a halving every 4 years, but they're just sitting on the sidelines. Again, and just waiting for this opportunity to slip away past again to them. So yeah, that's my session for today. So far, any other question before we wrap up? So far, it was a good session as well, right? Some of you guys are communicating and participating, right? So Venus has been attending week in, week out, so which is also good, right? And also you are doing the crypto podcast. Okay, so I'm listening to it as well. So it is good to have knowledge transfer, knowledge sharing, right? So crypto is a very wide industry. Okay, so I believe you guys can be able to learn as well, learn as much, right? Right now with AI, okay, AI coming into the crypto space, that's where we have another thing to learn as well. Okay, there are a lot of AI coins in the market. Okay, some of them have existed since the last bull run, and they are still down about 90 to 95%. So it's also a good chance to accumulate. All right, guys. So once again, thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next live session next Wednesday, same time, same place. And take care, guys, and have a great holiday tomorrow. All right, see you. Okay.